that you in the end zone?
Update here. Update, guys. Raiders are in the end zone for the lead right here. It's Gannon to Tim Brown.
A little bit open on the corner.
Tim Brown, touchdown.
Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice. Over 20,000 yards for his career.
Half of those against my teams.
What a wild shootout out there. Thanks for being with us on the Nextel Halftime Report.
CBA Sports presents the Nextel Direct Connect Halftime Report. Nextel, get right through. From Hallmark Hall of Fame, some say creatures from the sea are only...
Basically almost on every team all year long, but they're not rewarding themselves with the number of points they should get.
Oh, what a play by John Abraham. He closed on Chris Fuamatu Ma'afala almost as soon as he got the football in the backfield.
Well, that might change the Steelers coach's ideas of what they want to do, because they thought, let's run the football. Abraham, number 94, maybe just a little bit undersized as a defensive lineman, but he's definitely faster than most defensive linemen in the National Football League. The Steelers do not want to run the football at Mo Lewis's side. They want to go towards John Abraham.
Loss of 1 makes it 2nd and 11. Stewart throws, and it's complete across the 40-yard line to the tight end, Jeremy Tooman. Just a quick look at the halftime stats. Steelers leading on the scoreboard in first downs, rushing yards, passing yards, total yards. About what you'd expect.
Leading in turnovers, and they're leading 12-7.
So the ball just across the 40-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2.
The Jets defense continues to be excellent against the run. The Steelers have not blocked them well up front today.
Here's a shovel pass. That's for Hines Ward, and loose football. The Jets say they have it, and they do. And now that would be an incomplete, an incomplete pass.
That's right, it is an incomplete pass. It's a forward pass behind the line of scrimmage. It is the shovel pass, Greg. You were right. Don't second guess yourself. And
well, the question there is whether he had control and then fumbled it. And it has been ruled incomplete. So Herman Edwards, Norman Katsayan just told us he wants his defense to do a better job of 3 and outs as far as the Steeler offense is concerned. And this will be Pittsburgh's first punt of the night. Josh Miller, left-footed kicker. This is Craig Yeast on the run at 24. 35. Hits his own man and bounces out of bounds at the 40. Number 86, Daniel Wilcox, special teams player, trying to throw a block, puts a pretty good lick on his teammate.
Violent and dangerous for young adults.
Testaverde, quick pass, and it's across the 45 to Wayne Corbett at the 47-yard line. A pickup of 7, 2nd and 3, and Wayne Corbett and his wife Amy, the proud parents of Lucas Kane, who was born on Thursday. Suppose that touchdown catch could be dedicated to Lucas Kane. Congratulations to Wayne and to his wife Amy. 2nd and 3. Curtis Martin, the lone back behind Testaverde. And Martin will get the handoff, and the play gets blown up in the backfield by number 41, Lee Flowers. Loss of 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
Boy, the speed of the Steelers secondary, or as a whole defense, when you watch it, Lee Flowers just sees the play. The Jets have a guy to block him, but Lee Flowers is so fast to get in the backfield, they don't have a chance to get him to the ground.
Lee Flowers in his 7th season out of Georgia Tech. And now the Jets looking at a 3rd and 6. Have not run the ball today the way they like. Testaverde steps up, throws his man in the middle, and Wayne Corbett, who went in motion across the field, turned around and came back, was wide open.
It's a good job of Vinny Testaverde moving around the pocket, getting the extra time. Watch Wayne Corbett go to the top. Oh, nice job of going through the defense. But Testaverde moving up so fast, not able to get his feet underneath him to make a good throw.
Kick comes down to the 25-yard line. Bobby Shaw feels it there. Breaks free across the 40, out to the 43 or 44-yard line, and a fine return and good field position. 31-yard punt and an 18-yard return. 11:33 to play in the third.
After the first few days of
See Curtis's right ankle kind of get tweaked. Not sure if that's it, but looked kind of awkward, and he's moving around well on the sideline.
So the penalty moves the ball back to the 27.5-yard line, and the Jets are looking at a 2nd and 13. Testaverde lost the ball, picked it up, throws far side, and that's complete to Anderson and out of bounds.
Testaverde's pass was completed to Anderson.
I don't know what happened to Vinny Testaverde. He is turning around and looking at Kevin Milwaukee. The football does, boy, nice stab. One hand. Must be nice to have hands big enough where you just snatch the football off the ground.
So now it'll be a 3rd and 10, and now the Pittsburgh fans exhort their defense for a stand. Testaverde running out of time on the play clock. It's down to 5. Curtis Martin back into the game. Testaverde brings it down. Corbett. And Corbett going to come up short of first down yardage by about 5. Deshae Townsend and Joey Porter closed on Corbett, and the Jets will have to kick it away.
Well, anytime, no matter who you play in this league, it's hard to overcome a penalty, especially a 10-yard holding penalty. And then when you're playing maybe the best defense, almost impossible.
Troy Edwards deep for the kick. Tupa gets it away. Edwards from the 24. 30. Dragged down just short of the 40-yard line. James Ferrier, a big saving tackle. A big special teams play on defense. We'll be right back.
Saturn is working
In place of Jerome Bettis, and Jerome is standing by downstairs with Armin Katayan. Armin.
Thanks, Greg. I'm with the boss who's in the shop this week with those hip and groin injuries. How you feeling, Jerome?
You know, I feel pretty good. It's one of those injuries that you don't want to risk further injury by going out there and not being 100%.
You told me on Friday that Cordell was like a little butterfly coming out of his cocoon. What did you mean by that?
Well, I meant by his assertiveness, his aggressiveness out there, and his decision-making. He's finding where to go with the football, and he's making those decisions quick.
Great. Greg?
All right, Armin. Cordell Stewart on a roll, keeps it, and goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, it kind of goes back. He is being more assertive, and Bill Cowher even told us that. He says, Bill Cowher says, I give little messages to the team, like here the first 4 games, here's the theory and what we want to do and whatever. And so Cordell Stewart comes up to him this week and says, hey, coach, you know, you got to talk to the team. We need a message for how we're going to handle these last 6 games. So Bill Cowher says, wow, we've come a long way. Now he's trying to tell me what to do.
Well, the Steelers and Cordell Stewart looking at a 3rd and 6, and Amos Zeraway is in the backfield. Hines Ward in motion to the far side, and Stewart to throw. Pulls it down, and he's going to tuck it under and run. He's got a first down, 40, 35, and out of bounds just short of the Jet 30-yard line.
And the Jets had the defense on to make sure Cordell Stewart didn't run out of the pocket. Watch as you watch this play. Mo Lewis, number 57, was spying Cordell Stewart. He gets caught inside. There he comes. But the one thing, watch 57. He's trying to shadow Cordell Stewart. Then he gets caught inside, barely gets blocked. But it's a good theory. But really, I don't know if any linebacker can stay with Cordell Stewart once he takes off to go around the outside.
That's the first down for the Steelers this half. Stewart throws outside, incomplete, and he was under a rush by Steve Martin. And you see Hines Ward. You've seen him being taped on the sideline. Had his left ankle taped.
Well, he's got his quadricep, Greg. It has gotten tight. They're putting heat on it. Oh, boy. Yeah, that quadricep was sore. Now it's really sore along with something else. But as you go along, when you get that muscle tightness in your thigh, it's just there's nothing you can do to stop it. And he's starting to limp pretty bad.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you would know. From your exercise.
Amos Saraway, blown back, takes the pitch, and goes the other way. Stewart tries to throw a block for him, slips one tackler, penalty marker is down.
Should be incidental face mask.
Marcus Coleman.
Well, it's not incidental. Personal foul. Boy, the Jets defense has been alert and sharp today. Oh, boy. Marcus Coleman. When you grab the face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Number 42. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Ted Cottrell, defensive coordinator for the Jets.
What I was going to say, Greg, that the Jets defense has been so sharp. All the trick plays that Pittsburgh is trying to run are different plays, because that's really not a trick play. They're right there in position to make the plays, and since those first 3 drives, they've made good adjustments, changed their defense up a little. They're not letting these wide receivers be one-on-one anymore, and that's why Cordell Stewart is not throwing the football down the field with such accuracy and good results.
That penalty is such a killer. Moves the ball to the 18-yard line. Stewart still with the football. Looking, throws, sideline incomplete. Intended for Troy Edwards, number 81.
Now you're talking about a defense that looks at its keys and doesn't overcommit. The Jets did it that time. Wonderful fake by Cordell Stewart in the Steelers offensive line, but when he comes out, nobody open.
Talk about the crackdown of the New York Jets. Cordell Stewart, after a tremendous first half throwing the football, is just 1 out of 5 this half.
And we're always trying to figure out, how did this Jets defense get so much better here the last 6 or 7 weeks? And Mo Lewis kind of explained it to us yesterday and explained it quite well. I'll tell you in a minute.
2nd and 10. Stewart pumps, comes around the right side, now throws back the other way, and there, waiting to make the play on Fuamatu Ma'afala, was Ray Mickens. I'll bet to Bill Cowher that ball was in the air forever.
Now, you're saying, why did they run this play? Last week, Cordell Stewart did the fake, ran out here, and ran around the end for a touchdown. This is the different play for it this week. Let's fake the sweep, throw a screen back to the other side, but the Jets, again, not fooled, being disciplined, and making the play. It's impressive. The Jets defense, don't doubt it anymore. It's good. I don't.
3rd and 18. Stewart down the sideline to the end zone. Touchdown. Plexico Burris. And no, it's incomplete now.
I thought it was a touchdown. What a throw by Cordell Stewart. And it does help to be 6'5" as a wide receiver. Marcus Coleman was in good position. Burris goes up, both feet out of bounds. We just got to get a better seat, Greg.
Oh.
We're not close enough.
So here is Chris Brown to try from 44 yards out. Has it on the way, and that's going to miss by a lot.
Oh.
Chris Brown hearing the boos from the Steeler faithful.
In Hebrew.
At the end of the first half, sails left, and then just a few moments ago, this one sails wide right. Not much consistency in his misses. He's missing them all over the place.
Well, it's got to be, for kickers, it's just got to be such a mental battle. So the Steelers, they've got to hope that this game doesn't come down to him making a field goal late.
Curtis Martin falling forward has enough for the first down, it would appear. We talked earlier about how successful the New York Jets are when Martin touches the ball 30 times or more. They're 15-0. That's only his 16th touch of the day.
Well, the game, you know, it's not like the Jets offense has been out there a lot, because there in the first half, the Steelers dominated the pace of play, but The Jets, you talk about this offensive line, Greg. They came into the season, they said, we want to be the #1 rushing team in the league. They're 4th. And they do it a lot of different ways.
Here's Martin, big hole left side. Midfield into Pittsburgh territory to about the 47.5-yard line. Oakland and Kansas City, what's going on, Jim Nance?
All right, we got a big play here. You might recall this week David Dunn, the punt returner who fumbled in the late going against Arizona, costing the game. Dunn was waived. They gave the punt returning duties to Tim Brown, and look at this. He goes 88 yards with this one, 21 unanswered by Oakland to go up 11 on the Chiefs. Third quarter, let's go back out to Greg and Phil.
Boy, Phil, you know, Tim Brown once upon a time hung as much of his hat on his punt returning as he did on his wide receiving skills. 2nd and 2 for the Jets. Martin, right side. And this time he's corralled. Lee Flowers coming up and making another big stop for the defense. Loss of 2 will make it 3rd and 4.
Well, Lee Flowers, he is an exceptional safety. Good job of blocking up front by the Jets, you think, but nobody can account for number 41. Doesn't go for one of those Curtis Martin fakes and makes a very nice tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
So the line of scrimmage is the 49. The Jets need the 45.5-yard line for a first down. They trail 12-7. And Testaverde running out of time on the play clock and has to burn a timeout. First timeout by the Jets here in the second half. We'll take a timeout and be right back.
These days, everything's being called fresh. Fresh brewed coffee. How do you know when it was brewed? Fresh air! Hey, look, fresh picked corn. You picked this? How about you, Farmer Brown? You want fresh made? Try the new Subway Selects. Right, Kathy?
Right, Tim. Subway has 4 new Subway Selects made fresh right in front of you. Like the delicious Southwest chicken. Seasoned chicken with a tangy Southwest sauce, all on fresh-baked gourmet bread.
See, fresh made does taste better.
Subway fresh!
Back at Heinz Field. Closing minutes of the third quarter.
And a nice field, Greg. We haven't talked about it yet.
Oh,
wonderful facility that they have here now for the football team. It's brought some life back, I think, into the team. And even the Steelers, new practice facility. Just one of the best I've been in around the whole league. So they can't complain about working conditions here.
3rd and 4. On the blitz, the give is to Martin on the draw, spinning, reaching, and doesn't quite reach the first down marker. Mike Jones, number 51, with the stop. And let's see what Herm Edwards does here.
Well, the punt team is gathering around him. I say he's going to go for it.
Appears to be about a 4th and 2, and here comes the punting unit.
4th and 2. Boy, they moved the ball back. You're right, it's more than a yard. I thought it was going to be about a foot or 2.
So Tupa on to kick it away to Troy Edwards. High floater. Bounces inside the 10-yard line and into the end zone for the touchback. So the Steelers will take over at their own 20-yard line. And while we have a moment, here's our NFL.com interactive poll for today. Which of these bubble teams has the best chance to make the playoffs in your opinion? Just log on and cast your vote at NFL.com. Pretty good football game, Mr. Sims.
Yes, it is. Very good, and it's... Greg, like you said, will the Steelers come back and regret those missed chances? It's amazing. You see it every single week. If your offense is moving the ball at will in the first half, you better get the points up there.
From the 20-yard line. Stewart going to throw. That's complete to Ward across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Well, see, if I was the New York Jets, again, that time they were expecting run, so they put the extra guy up there to stop it. And when they do that and the Steelers throw it, I don't have a stat in front of me, but I haven't seen the Steelers miss but 1 or 2 passes against that type of defense. So the Jets defense I would double those wide receivers and dare them to run the football up inside.
Tuamatu Ma'afala across the 30-yard line for a first down. And with 25 seconds left in the quarter, that may well be the last play of this third quarter.
Yeah, the Jets defense up front just doing such a good job. The defensive ends, Sean Ellis and John Abraham, they provide pressure from the outside and inside. To me, that's the difference in this defense. The defensive line is just coordinated and doing such a good job.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score, Pittsburgh 12 and the Jets 7, and we'll come back to Pittsburgh after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
He thought creatures from the sea were only legends until now.
I will take care of you.
Scott Glenn stars in Hallmark Hall of Fame's The Seventh Stream, CBS tonight.
The King of Queens, Monday on CBS. It's all here.
Mom, how did I get my name?
We named you after the place where you were conceived.
So that's why I'm named Savannah.
Some like the redesigned Chrysler Concorde for its engaging style and engineering.
But Mom, how did she get the name Concorde?
Others just like its roomy interior.
Concord, Massachusetts, silly.
Now get the redesigned Chrysler Concorde, ranked best full-size car in initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could just get a great $6 restaurant burger without the restaurant? Introducing the $6 burger, only $3.95 at Hardee's.
Hey, bro, you need a hand with that thing? Yeah. Ah, there you go.
The Dodge Dakota offers best-in-class cargo and payload.
Woo! What is that? You can put your arms down, you know. That'll be good.
Dodge Dakota SXT. Tunes, wheels, powertrain protection. All standard equipment. All starting around $15,500.
Quitting the classroom Monday on the CBS 58 News at 10.
Back for the start of the fourth quarter. 15 minutes. Either Pittsburgh's 10th victory of the season or the Jets will jump to 8-4. First down. Penalty marker is down. Pass over the middle is complete. It appeared to be a Jet jumping offside. It would have been John Abraham on the near side.
It was just barely offside.
I'm sure that's what Terry McCauley's call will be.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Offside defense. Number 94, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Just barely, but offside. So the 5-yard penalty will make it 1st and 5.
You know, Greg, you talked about it. It is a good football game. Very crisp, played well, a lot of hard hitting. Now it comes down. You can kind of feel the tension. Who's going to make the play that's going to be the difference in a win or a loss?
Stewart over the middle. Loose football. Incomplete. Jeremy Tooman, rather, the intended receiver, and James Ferrier put the hit on him.
James Ferrier. Mo Lewis talked about him last night. He goes, hey, we play this 4-3 defense now, and last year you didn't hear the name James Ferrier. But when we play this 4-3 defense, more players get involved, and James Ferrier is the guy that's really come to the forefront for the Jets defense this year.
And we tried to get Mo Lewis to commit whether he likes the 3-4 or the 4-3s. I'm a football player. I like to play football.
He just likes to take on blockers. That's his favorite thing.
2nd and 5 to give to Tuamatu Ma'afala, and he bursts across the 40 and appears to be about a half-yard shy of a first down.
But I want to go back to James Ferrier just for a second, though, Greg.
And I know why, too.
Yeah, of course I got to get this stuff out because I know. Is that we talked to him a couple weeks ago. We're going to look for a measurement here. And, you know, we're talking about everything football, and it's going great for you, and he's not hurt no more. And I said, hey, do you have any nicknames? And he says, yeah, I have a nickname. He didn't want to give it to us. Of course, we got it. Potsy. Now, why does he have the nickname Potsy?
Well, we weren't going to let him out of the room until he fessed up.
He had to tell us so. When he was a kid, he was a little overweight and had a belly, so his mommy called him Potsy because one of his favorite shows was, what was that?
Happy Days.
Happy Days and Potsy, yeah.
That is enough for the first down. There's a look at Potsy.
I just wanted to know, I said, do your teammates know that? And he goes, yeah, they all know. So we couldn't even get something on him to give to his teammates.
So it's a first down now. 85 rushing yards on the day for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tuamatu Ma'afala adds a couple to that out to the 43-yard line. This Steeler offense comes in running the ball at 5 yards an attempt on the average.
And they do run the football very well, of course, with Jerome Bettis, but also what really helps him, Greg, Cordell Stewart's had some big runs from the quarterback position, and teams that have good rushing offenses nowadays, a lot of times you got to look and make sure the quarterback is not throwing those running statistics out of whack.
There's that 3.3 average today, below the 5 points, the 5 per carry that they usually average. Zeraway into the lineup now. 2nd and 7.
Blitz.
Stewart steps up, throws. That's complete inside the Jet 45-yard line to once again Hines Ward.
And Victor Green tipped the football. Cordell Stewart, this is one of the few throws that does not come out clean out of his hand. Watch Victor Green. Oh, we missed it. Ray Mickens just giving way too much ground. Again, there's Victor Green. Nice shot. Gets the tip, but it still gets to it. Again, that time the Jets on a blitz, single coverage, wide receivers win again.
Hines Ward, 104 receiving yards today. Here's a reverse. Coming this way is Troy Edwards. Trying to turn the corner, ducks inside a block and gets to about the Jet 42 or 41-yard line. Shane Burton off the defensive line over to make the stop. A 4-yard pickup will make it 2nd and 6.
Marcus Coleman, number 42, stops a really big play. He makes Cordell Stewart hustle all the way out to the sideline to try to block him. Look at Cordell Stewart on Marcus Coleman. It slows down Edwards. When he cuts it back inside, help comes.
Line of scrimmage, the Jet 41. Pittsburgh with the edge in time of possession and offensive plays. Tuamatu Ma'afala. Nowhere to go, wrapped up at the 40-yard line. Eric Abagu and Steve Martin close for the 1-yard pickup, and it's 3rd and 5.
You know, you go back to that reverse and the plays. We've seen I guess we've seen about 3 or 4 different plays from the Steelers so far today, and I think you got to run them. If I was a coach, I'd run a reverse every game because you've got to make the defense stay there and wait for it and be disciplined, because if you don't, in this league, you give them a free run, you'll never get a good offensive play going.
On 3rd and 5. Stewart throws complete inside the 30, inside the 25 to the 20. That man Hines Ward again.
That man Hines Ward, the protection, and what really is impressive is the quarterback. Another perfect strike, nice patience. He stays real relaxed, and that's one of the reasons why Cordell Stewart, Greg, you said it, he was relaxed. And to be a good thrower, you've got to be relaxed. Just makes you more accurate. Nice route by Hines Ward.
Make it a career high 124 receiving yards in one game for Hines Ward. On 1st down. Stewart rolling, looking, throws, incomplete. John Whitman couldn't hold on, couldn't stay in bounds. And Stewart was running for his life from John Abraham.
Yeah, you know, Cordell says, hey, when I usually do this and I get this extra time to throw, somebody gets open. But when you're playing the Jets and you move out of that pocket, you can bet, yeah, there he is, 94. He's going to be chasing you. What did I say to Cordell the other day? I said, hey, what do you think of John Abraham? He goes, he's pretty good. I said, he's really fast. And I said, Cordell, he can outrun you.
Second and 10. Stewart throws complete, and met out there and hit hard is Dan Kreider. Victor Green came up from his safety spot.
Guess who was pressuring the quarterback?
B94.
This is like doing a Miami Dolphins game, and who makes the tackle on a run play?
Zach Thomas.
Zach Thomas. John Abraham. Oh, he's just... He is, as we've gone around the league, would you agree, is he not the quickest and most powerful defensive lineman, or I should say the most explosive defensive lineman we've seen around the league this year?
Absolutely. Third down conversions. You see what Pittsburgh has done. Third and 10. Stewart going for the end zone. It is incomplete. Bobby Shaw, the intended receiver, Ray Mickens was there, and that's going to bring Chris Brown back onto the field to a chorus of boos.
Yeah, there's some pressure here.
Cordell Stewart asking the fans to cheer and is leading the cheers on the sideline. Now, at this end of the field, Brown has missed a field goal and an extra point.
And the fans are cheering, Greg. They saw the players on the sideline.
38 yards out. The kick is away, and it is good. Bill Cowher told Armin Katayan at halftime, I don't say anything to him. He comes back.
Look at this workmanship. You'd make a lot of lira selling these in New York. Yeah, look at these prices. These guys don't know what they got. They're clueless. Try asking the old guy if he can handle a production of 10,000 of these.
No problem, Senora.
What's it say? They have 2 million units warehoused in New Jersey. New Jersey?
New Jersey. New Jersey.
The right infrastructure can take your business anywhere, even New Jersey.
Bye-bye.
Than Ron Synchro. It's the first shaver whose head moves from side to side, so it captures more hair and cuts closer. Only it moves so fast you can't see it, but you can hear it. And to keep it feeling like a new shaver every day, here's how to clean it.
Ray's dad catches a record-breaking ball. Will he give it back?
You know it's not right to keep that.
Don't bother, Deb. The sole was removed to make room for more stomach.
And all new Raymond, CBS Monday.
When the football goes through the uprights, it puts 3 points on the board. It's a reinvigorated Chris Brown and a very supportive Cordell Stewart, who was exhorting the crowd to support their place kicker. 15-7 as Brown caps a 60-yard drive. Craig Yeast lost the football, picked it up at the 15, buried at the 19. Just what the Jets did not leave. Meanwhile, Cordell Stewart congratulates Chris Brown personally.
Let's belt it out for your Pittsburgh Steelers!
I don't care what stadium you work for, all right? If you want to write a check for who let the dogs out, I'm still going to need to see some ID.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash or checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
The all-new 200-horsepower Acura RSX.
Hey.
Hey.
So it's $31.99 a month, right?
Yep. Over 100 channels, all 100% digital quality.
Cool. Upstairs. What are you waiting for? Chop, chop.
Got it.
What? You think I wash cars for free?
Just $31.99 a month gets you over 100 channels of DirecTV programming. Right now with free professional installation.
Okay, sir, you're all signed up.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the all-new 200 horsepower Acura RSX Type S. Olympus, the most realistic digital images yet. Olympus, nothing's impossible. And by Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
This Pittsburgh crowd is pumped, and give some credit to Cordell Stewart, who got them going prior to the Chris Brown field goal attempt. And now the Jets starting in their own territory from the 20-yard line. Testaverde, this side, Trebek, complete across the 35 to about the 37-yard line and a first down. 17 yards.
Nice job by the Jets. Steelers trying to disguise their defense. They come with the blitz, and the Jets just knock it down. You can see in the background all the Steelers coming on the blitz. Good job by Wayne Corbett taking an extra 2 steps to make the cornerback turn all the way around. It's Chad Scott, and gives a big opening for Testaverde.
So now the ball out to the 37-yard line. The pitch for Curtis Martin. Trying to turn the corner. He does. 40 out to the 43 or 44-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's 2nd and 3.
Well, I bet you've heard this before, Steeler fans. If you're home watching, you can't run outside against this defense because they're too fast. Well, you can't run outside because you don't have the proper techniques or play designed well enough. But the Jets have done it today, and they're doing it by sending a guy in motion. They get the outside guy, and everybody's pulling around it. It's well designed, and it's been a very effective play for him.
On 2nd and 3, pump fake. The pass for Cole, incomplete. Almost got him at the 25-yard line.
Oh, that ball was perfect by Testaverde. And then when Coles, watch it, fake inside. Watch the route. Goes in. Nice selling of the route. And look where it goes. Whoa, it does go off of both hands.
Lavernius Coles does not have a reception this half. And Vinny knows he just missed a golden opportunity.
My eyes are a little not as good as they used to be. It did not hit his hands, but it looks like he still could have caught the football.
Jets 0 for 3 on 3rd down this half. The pass outside, incomplete, intended for Lavernius Coles on the far side of the field, and the Jets will have to kick it away.
Boy, so they are. The Jets are very close to making big plays in the passing game.
I was going to say, Phil, one play that the Jets are known to run, but they haven't run it yet this game is, and we talked about it with them quite a bit yesterday, is that counter away play, which they seem to run at least once a game with Curtis Martin. They haven't done it yet today. This is Bobby Shaw. And Shaw breaks across the 40 out to the 47-yard line. Nick Ferguson with the tackle. Excellent field position for the Steelers. 23-yard return. No blitz here. The quick pass on the slant. That's complete to Plexico Burris. And he has been whistled down at the 45-yard line. And look at the Steelers sideline. They're saying, go to the end zone, and we'll talk about it later.
By contact. 3rd down.
Runner is down by contact. It looked like Marcus Coleman gets off of Plexico Burris, touches him. There he is. 2 people touch him. Well, you know what? They just show the replay, and they still boo, even though you see him being touched twice.
And what do you think the boos would be like if Marcus Coleman had gone into him head first? So we're going to correct the clock for a moment, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. Meanwhile, next Saturday, the NFL on CBS rolls up with a special Saturday matchup. Phil, Armin, and I are going to head west. Jerry Rice and the AFC West leading Oakland Raiders will get after Doug Flutie and the San Diego Chargers. All of the action begins with the NFL Today at a special time.
Well, Greg, I want to go back. Remember last year we came down here to training camp for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we talked to Bill Cowher. And, of course, we spent a lot of time talking about Cordell Stewart. And I'll never forget system, and we're seeing some of that product now.
Kuamatu Ma'afala looking for first down yardage and appears to have it. And, you know, Phil, it's worth saying that as we talked to him over the last year and a half or so, he was a different guy.
Oh, no question. Very confused at times last year. But, you know, he said something was interesting. Cordell Stewart was not the starter last year, the opening game against the Baltimore Ravens here in Pittsburgh. Bill Cowher says, I couldn't start him. Here at home against a good defense, they would have turned on him so fast that it would have been over. But Cordell said to us, when I didn't get that starting job, I knew that I was going to have one more chance. And if I didn't get it done, that was going to be it here in Pittsburgh. So he says, I told myself I'm going to be ready, and no matter what happens, when I get called on, I'm going to go in and get it done. And he did. He relieved Kent Graham last year for a couple games and played very well. But Cowher went back to Kent Graham. Why? Because the next start was at home. He says, I don't want Cordell to have to do that again at home and lose the fans.
And Cordell today, 215 yards throwing, no turnovers.
But they made him grow up. And now Cordell doesn't just try to make plays on his own.
Jaraway with a hole in the left side. 30. Spinning to the 25-yard line and a huge first down. 19 yards on the play. And the biggest part of that, the Steelers keep control, and you see the clock kicking down towards 5.5.
It's really the first time all day I've seen a big opening on the Jets' defensive line. It's just good blocking. The tight end goes down inside, gets a good block. Hines Ward on the outside. Good job against Ray Mickens. But Alan Faneca and Jermaine Tuman, those are the two guys up front that made it happen.
He gives to Zaraway, and Zaraway dances and comes back this way. Knocked down at the 23-yard line. As we come up on 5 minutes to play in regulation, let's go to Jim Nantz in New York.
All right, into the third quarter out at Oakland, and the Raiders up 8, looking to widen the gap here. Gannon scrambles. He's going to launch it toward the end zone, and it's picked off by Jerome Woods. We start the fourth quarter. Raiders in front by 8. Let's go back to Greg and Phil.
All right, Jim, no matter, you know, records kind of go out the window when rivalries take place, don't they?
Any game in this league, the records go out the window. But, you know, if Rich Gannon threw that interception, he'd go to the sideline and yell at John Gruden. It was a terrible call. You know.
2nd and 7. Stewart going to go for the end zone. This side, it is incomplete. Number 80, Plexico Burris, working against Marcus Coleman.
Good idea by Cordell Stewart. Excellent coverage by Marcus Coleman. And I know he did this on purpose. He tries to throw it behind Plexico Burris. When Burris goes to make the stop, boy, the footing it just tears up the turf and doesn't get back. Oh, that is, I got to tell you, that ball was perfectly thrown.
You know, I'm not sure where Plexico's trying to plead his case. But he just simply lost his footing in the end zone. 3rd and 7. And Hines Ward takes the direct snap. Comes this side. 20, 15. Out the bounds at the 12-yard line.
Man, I got to see that again. That happened so fast and it was so clever. Cordell Stewart fakes like he's got it going around left end. What that does, it just gives some good angles for the blocks. And then you can see Hines Ward, excellent, running the football.
Now the line of scrimmage, the 12-yard line. First down, Pittsburgh.
What a time to call a play like that. Herman Edwards is right. Around the 20-yard line, they start pulling these plays out.
Kuamatu Ma'afala right up the middle. To about the 5. The Steelers eating up clock, eating up yardage.
Well, we talked to Fuamatu Ma'afala, and he said, hey, are your teammates giving you a hard time about this start? And he says, yeah, they're on me, telling me not to be nervous. And they said, hey, make sure you bring your big boy pads this weekend.
Well, as we mentioned earlier, every single one of his brothers over 300 pounds. And what did he say? They're more athletic than I am.
They're more athletic than me, but been a tough day for him, really. Jets have done a good job stopping him.
2nd and 3. The pitch for Fuamatu Ma'afala, tripped up across the 5, down to about the 4. 3.5 to play. I'm sorry, Phil.
No, I'm sorry, Greg. Jamie Henderson, a rookie defensive back from Georgia. Nice job coming up and making a tackle.
No game. 3rd and 3 at the 6-5.
The Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Red Area getting touchdowns.
3rd and 2. And close to a first down is Fuamatu Ma'afala. Let's see where he gets the spot. Icing on the cake for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2:17 to play in the 4th quarter. And the Steelers extend their lead, much to the delight of their quarterback, 18-7.
When did you get this? There's the,
Yep.
Second offensive play of this half in Pittsburgh territory. Testaverde throws this side, complete and out of bounds to number 82, Kevin Swain.
Now, I know we talked this situation here. Just do whatever it takes to get some points on the board, even if it's a field goal, if you get in that situation on 4th down.
Jets have 2 timeouts remaining. Quick slant, incomplete, behind Wayne Corbett. You know, as we've talked about the positives that we've seen from this Pittsburgh Steelers team. One that absolutely is in evidence is that offensive line. As we watched the game film from their win over Minnesota, boy, did they just manhandle the defensive front. Testaverde down the middle, incomplete. Corbett, the intended receiver. Middle, that's complete inside the 20-yard line. Nice grab by Kevin Swain. A minute 30, and the Jets are in a hurry-up mode. And those of you expecting to see 60 minutes, you're watching the NFL on CBS. The Jets and the Steelers. Greg Gumbel with Phil Simms, Armin Katayan, and the pass for the end zone is incomplete. The Jets trail the Pittsburgh Steelers by a score of 18-7. 60 minutes will be seen immediately following this game, except on the West Coast.
I want to go back to the play before. Kevin Swain went up in the air and just took the football down to get a big first down for the New York Jets. And then the last play, he broke up the interception. But watching go against Dwayne Washington into coverage, nice job.
2nd and 10. Martin to the 15. And Testaverde stops the clock with a minute 14 to play. So the Jets are down to 1 timeout. We remind you, coming up once we wind things down, except on the West.
Win the game, and the Patriots did.
3rd and 8. Testaverde over the middle. That's inside the 15-yard line, but not close to a first down. Curtis Martin made the catch, and Mike Jones made the stop.
Herman Edwards waved off the field goal team and told Vinny Testaverde to go for it.
55 seconds to play. Testaverde throws this side, incomplete. Intended for Anthony Beck, the tight end, and Mike Logan was there for the call. We talked with Bill Cowher. It's amazing how we always think of him. Phil Simms and Armin Katayan. Greg Gumbel saying so long from Pittsburgh. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
This is a message from America to the
First quarter score in the previous 5 games. But the Chargers' Jeff Graham used the back of Troy Vincent and a little juggling to put an end to the streak. Can't get enough football? Go to NFL.com and create your own highlight reel with Video Mixer. Brought to you by the Intel Pentium 4 processor.